So now we're going to do this next example, calculating the slope of a line. We're going to calculate the slope of the line through the points 1, 2, and 3, 2. So let's first do this the way we started. We're going to write down that this is going to be our x1, this is going to be our y1. Give me one moment, please. Our y1. This is our x2, and this is our y2. And now we're going to write down our formula. M equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Again, why are we always writing the formula down? Because we want to make a complete sentence. My slope is equal to this, then we're going to plug in our numbers, and then it's going to give us some answer, some number that we can talk about. So our y2 is 2, minus our y1 is 2, divided by my x2, which is 3, minus my x1, which is 1. Wait a minute, this gives us 0 over 2, which is 0. So the slope of the line going through these points is 0. Okay, let's look at what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to draw my coordinate plane, and I see that I'm going to need, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my first point is 1 in the x, 2 in the y, and then my second point is 3 in the x, 2 in the y. I see. If you look at this line, now I'm going to draw it. It's like this. And although my drawing doesn't perfectly capture it entirely, I think you can see that this line kind of looks flat. That in some way it's not inclined like this, like we saw in our first example, or like this, as we saw in our second example. It's kind of in between. We saw that this slope was positive, this slope was negative, so the idea that this could be a 0 slope makes sense. Moreover, if we're saying that the slope is a measure of the inclination, how steep or non-steep a line is, then flat would kind of seem to be a 0. So here we can kind of imagine that this makes sense with what we were thinking about slope as a measure of how to measure the inclination of a line. Now additionally, if we think about it as the ratio of how much it goes up relative to a movement to the side, as we were saying earlier, right? Let's say that one more time. The slope is a ratio of how much goes up to how much it goes to the side. In this case, this would also make sense. If we compare how much it goes up to how much it goes to the side by 0, that means it never goes up, no matter how much we go to the side. And that makes perfect sense with it being a flat surface. And that's what we mean here when we say that it has a slope of 0. It's a flat line, a constant line. It goes flat forever. And coincidentally, all its points have the same y coordinate. And so we can actually write the equation of this line as, in this case, y equals 2. Or in general, the horizontal line through a particular y value, let's call that y value k, would be y equals k. In this case, we have the horizontal line through the point 2 in the y-axis. Thus, we have the horizontal line, y equals 2. And there we go. This is a new example of how to calculate the slope of a line through 2 points, showing a 0 slope. Ta-da!